Hey everybody, Mortgage Seth here. Wanted to give some clarity on the topic of forbearance and loan forgiveness. The question that's coming up a lot lately. There's a lot of misunderstanding. Things are changing so quickly with this crisis that's going on and the guidance and the relief that's coming out from the federal government. Wanted to give my perspective and hopefully shed some light to help you make the best decisions when it comes to taking advantage of these programs if you need them. So the first thing is forbearance. That's the term that is used to talk about delaying payments or giving you the opportunity to not make payments for a certain number of months as you go through the effects of the coronavirus and the economic impact that it's having. So just to be clear, the forbearance terms are going to be determined by each bank, each note holder, each servicer, whoever you're sending your mortgage payment to each month. That's who you need to talk to about what the terms are of the forbearance program, because forbearance is much different than forgiveness. So I haven't heard any talk about forgiveness. There's no loan forgiveness programs that are being discussed right now, which would be, really a big impact on the economy, on banking, on the investors that invest in these mortgages. So I don't think that's going to happen. But as far as forbearance goes, think of it as if you go to one of these furniture places that offers 0% financing for 12 months, or if you're buying a car and they're saying no payments are going to be due for the first 3 months. Whatever it is, they're not giving it to you for free. They're basically delaying those payments for whatever the term is, and either not charging you interest or charging you interest on it, whatever the terms of the program are. So there's not something for nothing in these cases. The programs are definitely there. They should be taken advantage of. If you are having a hardship, then by all means, you should explore every opportunity so that you don't risk losing your house, losing your equity, getting foreclosed on. All those things are much worse, of course, than what the forbearance program would be. But keep in mind, you need to just check on the details of what is being offered to you, because typically, if you're delaying your payments, the bank will either add those on at the end and increase your principal, or they'll require the payment at the end of the forbearance period. So if you're taking 3 months off, they may require you to make 4 payments altogether once the program is over. So the terms are all different. The government isn't mandating any type of program specifically, but they're leaving it up to the investors, the servicers that take care of your mortgage payments. They're leaving it up to them. And some of the language that's in the guidance says that people are just going to need to affirm that they've been affected by this economic downturn, this crisis that we're in. And that's a little bit loose on what the requirements are, where it's going to give the opportunity for people to take advantage of these programs, even though it might not be absolutely necessary. So just be cautious on that. Make your payments if you can, because it's always better to handle the payments up front rather than have it added on at the end or have your equity affected. So just keep that in mind. Reach out to your mortgage professional. Call me, text me. You can get me on any of these social media links here. But make sure you're talking to someone. Communication is the key during all of this. Everybody wants to be compassionate, empathetic, help out with whoever's affected and what the impact is. I know a lot of people are suffering. The health side of it is the scariest side. There's people that are actually being really severely impacted by this, but the economic impact is going to be great as well. So just make sure you're in good communication. You have somebody to talk to. You can find out the truth on it, because not only will there be a lot of people scamming in these situations trying to take advantage, but so be on the lookout for that. But with your own situation, think about just being in communication with the company that you're making your payments to, so that they can help you set that up in the proper way where it's going to have the least impact down the road, because you're basically just delaying things, and it could impact the equity that you have and the loan balance that you have. So you just need to be aware of the details. So let me know how I can help. Here to answer any questions that you have. Make sure that you have good information. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that if you're in a position where you have equity in your house, you have some job stability now, you might want to think about a cash out refinance, because that can do partially what some of these forbearance programs sound like they can do. It can delay your payments for a couple of months. You can have up to 2 months with no mortgage payment when you do a refinance. And it can also give you the opportunity to pull some of that cash out from the equity that you have. If you need to have additional money in the bank, you need to have a cushion to fall back on. Better to do it now while we have job security for you, or if you wait too long and the job that you're in is affected, it could impact your ability to qualify for that kind of a refinance. So keep all these things in mind. Again, communication is key during all of this. Make sure you have somebody you can talk to. Look for good information, find a source that you trust, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help. And best wishes to you and your family during all of this. I pray that everybody can stay healthy and we can get through this together. Stay strong. Thank you. Bye-bye.